What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Thomas, and today we are looking at the Air Jordan 6 Toro Bravo release coming out May 24th of 2023. Let's get right into it.
Sup, Thomas.
So guys, remember to like the video and subscribe if you enjoy some sneaker news. I also cover Supreme every single week, branching out into other content. So let me know if this type of video is something you would like to see. So I'm here on soulretriever.com. If you guys aren't familiar with Soul Retriever, it's one of the best sneaker release, raffle, restock apps out there. If you actually want to sign up for Soul Retriever, you can use my referral code down there in the description. I'm not paid by Soul Retriever. Wish I was, but hey, it's a great app. I use it pretty much every single day. Now, I saw this release here and really wanted to cover it because the Air Jordan 5 Toro Bravo or the Raging Bull, I should say, is like one of my favorite Jordans of all time. I have a super beat pair of Air Jordan 4 Toro Bravos, which was actually one of the last sneakers that I lined up for. Way back in the day, when shoes still released in store and raffles and sneakers app wasn't really a thing. So this shoe is really iconic to me. It brings back a lot of nostalgia. So we see here, first released in 2009, the Air Jordan 5 DMP had two new colorways of the Air Jordan 5. It had that all 3M pair and the Raging Bull pair. There's actually a super funny episode of Pawn Stars where Chum-Li gets offered to buy the DMP pack. Super funny. It was like his one episode where he had some expertise in the matter. But yeah, this theme obviously was shown on the Toro Bravo, as I said before, on the Air Jordan 4s. And yeah, so now we have this on the 6s, and I've always really wanted a pair of 6s. It's one of those shoes that I think I maybe had like one like super beat pair of infrareds back in high school when I was like trading shoes all the time. I had a pair of 7s at one point, but for whatever reason, the Air Jordan 6 was kind of just that shoe that always eluded me. Because back in the day, before Dunks, before Yeezys, 6s and retro Jordans were some of the most coveted releases. And before then, I didn't have a lot of money, guys. I couldn't afford to be dropping 180, 160, whatever shoes cost back then on every new release. And it was tough to get shoes, unless you knew someone or had a good, relationship with the store, whatever the case. So yeah, it's set to release on the 24th on Nike, the sneakers app, and select retailers at $200. Now, what are my thoughts on this colorway when it comes to resale? Here's my thing. Lately, it's been tough for new colorways to kind of break out onto the scene in terms of sneaker collectors and specifically for retro Jordans. Now, I think a lot of that has to do with people having Nike creating an oversaturation in the market of all the designs. We saw the black and white stuff with the Dunks. We've seen even the reimagined 3s. I thought those would do just as well as the lost and found 1s, but really they didn't. And it was a large part due to the overproduction, the economy, and just where people are at now. Like, a lot of people don't want to pay resale right now. I personally never pay resale if I can avoid it. Obviously, if I'm going after a coveted classic, a shoe from the past, I might have to bite the bullet. This shoe really intrigues me. I love it because, I'm a guy. I love my red and black. It's just a really clean color combination. And the suede actually looks really, really good. And I just really hope that Jordan Brand and Nike can market this shoe correctly. And I don't know, I just miss seeing when the new Jordan was super hyped. Now it seems like it takes a Travis Scott sneaker. It takes a Doritos Dunk of interesting, weird collab. Like, it's never just Jordan Brand doing their thing. Rarely. We've seen the lost and found 1s recently. There's been a couple other shoes here and there. Lightning 4s are coming back, but I think they're just going to make so many of those shoes that it's not going to be that interesting. You know, we did see the Spider-Mans recently, the Spider-Man 1s. I covered that on the channel. That was a really fun review to do, but that was kind of a collab with Marvel. But hey, you know, these I think have a lot of potential because the Raging Bull colorway, it's been done twice now, but it hasn't been really oversaturated, which is actually good. So I think if we get a shock drop on these, maybe these could see like $300. I don't even know. Can we even look at them right now on StockX? Air Jordan 6 Toro. Let's see. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this pair. So we did have kind of a similar colorway back in 2014. I actually remember when these dropped, the infrareds. But these really 170, they're about 290 now. So it'd be interesting to see what these would go for. It's crazy to think that my Toro Bravos are like $450, but mine are just absolutely beat to shit. But it's kind of a fun shoe to wear. So yeah, I really don't know. Wow, the Air Jordan 6 cigar is fucking $260. Wow. This shoe used to be fucking nuts. I'm getting very distracted. So yeah, I think it just really depends on how much they produce, how it is marketed, and kind of where overall trends are going. Because I think, you know, the 6, it's a very basketball model, right? It's inspired by, I think it's like Porsche's. It's definitely inspired by some car, obviously by the midsole. And I always did love that there's the 23 on the side of these. If you guys didn't know, right here, 23. I just love the early Jordans, like 1 through 9, 1 through 8 are just really my bread and butter. And the 11s, of course, gotta show them some love. I even enjoy the 12s occasionally. But yeah, the 6s are really where it's at. You know, Hanamichi Sakuragi from Slam Dunk famously rocked the Air Jordan 6s in Slam Dunk and the Air Jordan 1 Breads, which is pretty sick. So I always kind of wanted to get the Slam Dunk pair after actually watching the anime for the first time. If you guys don't know, they actually have an Air Jordan 6 Slam Dunk. Yeah, right here, which features Hanamichi's number 10. This is one of those shoes that, like, if you know, you know, but I feel like these days it's kind of underappreciated, or like no one really talks about it. I guess it is still like $550 for a Jordan 6. And I really like this color, honestly, but when I can't afford that, I could definitely see myself going for the Toro Bravo coming out again May 24th. So what's your guys' opinion on the Air Jordan 6 Toro Bravo? Is it kind of a dead colorway, or is it something you would like to pick up? Let me know in the comment section down below, and be sure to check out Soul Retriever. Link is in the description. Sign up to get on the waiting list for the app. It's like extremely helpful if you hate bots and just want the best advantage you can have. It's like the best chance you can have at copying manual is what I would say. So, yep, without further ado, it's been your boy Thomas, and I'm out. Peace and butt grease. See ya.